I, on behalf of the TGES family, welcome you all for today's morning prayers. Today is 12th March, Saturday, and the Gujarati calendar pramane aje Fagun Sud Nom chhe. Let us all get ready for today's morning prayers.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। करता जय घरना का मुख थी लइए राम नु नाम। करता जय घरना का मुख थी लइए राम नु नाम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम।
would like to invite Steffi Alex to recite a poem in English titled School Life, which gives a gist of our entire school life.
Namaste. Our school gave us some precious memories that are truly priceless. The day when I first entered the school premises is still fresh and new in my mind. Furthermore, at that time life felt so hard and difficult. Little did I know that those were the best days of my life. Furthermore, we will miss those little moments of fun, be it playing in the playground, chilling in the canteen, or chatting in the corridor. Who can really forget that highly awaited and anticipated school bell of the year? The recess bell. We would all rush out of our classrooms as if we were like little kids running towards their toys. Moreover, that feeling of intense excitement is unimaginable. The final school bell, resulting in the end of the day, was even more exciting. But now, of course, all of that will be left behind. Friendships and social interactions are one of the best aspects of school life. There is a belief that I think you all will agree with. That is, friendships whose formation is in childhood are certainly the strongest. Most noteworthy, there is a widespread belief that school friendships are truly unbreakable. So no matter how hard life gets, we'll never abandon our school friends. So on this very special day, let us all make a promise that we'll never abandon our school friends and always keep in touch with them. An important chapter of our life is coming to an end. However, there is a whole new chapter of life waiting for us. I know for many of us, talking about future is an unsettling experience. This is a topic that we all like to avoid. Some of us even take procrastination when the talk of future comes up. But future is not something that should be feared of. Rather, it is a challenge that we should all gladly embrace. Personally, I don't know what future holds for us. But hopefully, our learnings and experiences from the school will come to our rescue. Our school has given us so much values and strength and courage that we can overcome any challenges. So walk into your new college with your head raised high. Do you really think I'm going to end this speech without acknowledging our teachers? Well, that's simply impossible. So dear teachers, thank you. What we are today is because of you. The knowledge that you imparted to us is one of the most valuable things in our life. The knowledge that you gave us will be our weapon for the life ahead. Dear teachers, you hold a very high respect and status in every student's life. Thank you for everything. So students, teachers and friends, this is a day of celebration. Some tears will be shed, some smiles will be shared. As we bid farewell to our school life, we relish this moment for the rest of our lives. Thank you.
A few months from now, we all will be leaving SNK forever, but the memories we have made here will stay with us forever. With this thought in mind, I would like to invite students of class 12E to present before us a speech that is narrated by Pushti and Urvi, written by Urvi, and edited by Yashashvi, which in itself is filled with memories we all have made here.
It seemed so scary, didn't it?
Walking through those doors for the very first time, taking in the hugeness of it all. We were so excited and happy and nervous all at the same time to start school. At the SNK main building, a big transition from the prep building. We didn't know who our classmates were going to be or even where our class was, but we were ecstatic nonetheless. Now, as we are almost at the end of our school life and looking back, we don't know where all the time flew by. It seems as if just yesterday I was attending my very first courtyard assembly.
This very campus bears endless stories from endless narrators. It has seen hundreds of friendships form, loves found, bonds made and broken, and most importantly, has seen us kids grow from little children in just 5th grade, running around the corridors, to grown teenagers ready to get out into the world and take over. This school has been our home since what seems like forever, and its attendees are family. SNK has always been a place far more than a school. It's a place of learning, a place of growing, a place where we have made friends for life, a place where we found ourselves, and a place where we had the time of our lives. When I look at the canteen, I see people struggling to get into the crowd and get Can't Buy cheese chili sandwich, When I see the sports center stairs, I see the whole class sitting there in the same pose perfectly for the class photo. The pond area and the trees remind me of the bustling crowds during break times. Looking at the forest area, I see groups of people scattered here and there. The corridors, places where all the friends came together despite being separated in the classrooms, remind me of so many memories, it's overwhelming. I see ghosts of us rushing to classes minutes after the bell had rung.
I see us standing somewhere getting a good scolding from teachers. I see safety officers taking our videos. I see girls gingerly escaping from the ma'am's eyes while hiding their nail paint in hands. I see some people engaged in conversations with their teachers, and I see some students deeply involved in the craziness with their friends, shouting and laughing so hard I'm sure their lungs hurt. The school hallways, courtyard, classroom, trees, sports center, every little nook holds special memories that none of us will ever forget. The time spent in this school will forever be cherished even when we are miles away from here. We have learned and grown here, in this very school, among these very walls, and now that we look at it,
It doesn't seem that scary now, does it?
Please stand up for the national anthem. Assembly Savdhan.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Assembly Vishram. To present before you today's point to Soch, I would like to invite ex-SNK students Prerna Patel and Muskan Garg.
Namaste. It is human nature to keep wanting to move forward. For example, we go from primary school to secondary school to undergraduate, postgraduate, etc., etc., etc. However, we fail to realize that the place where we are at is as important as where we want to be next. And school is one of those places where we want to get out of as soon as possible. We've all been in this position where we are sitting in our classroom and we want to talk about how and what we'll do in our college lives. And while that is an interesting part, I also want to remind you that as you leave for your college, school is something that you're going to look back upon with so much love, care, so much passion and fervor that you're going to laugh about it, you're going to cry about it, and you would want to go back to that place so desperately, knowing that you do not have to worry about what your hostel food is going to taste like. And it is a place where you learn so much. It is a place where even though life at that point in time seems so difficult, it is an easy route. It is familial route, right? And which brings me to a very pertinent question about how today we can stop for a moment and analyze and look back upon the school life that we have had so far and stop to look at all those memories that we've made, all those moments that we have spent of regret, fun, sad, love, all of that, and keep that in our hearts and go to the people who we are grateful to or who we have heard and apologize to them and make sure that we leave our schools with only and only happiness in our hearts and in our minds, not with any regrets. Thank you.
Namaste. When I go down the memory lane, it is always the memories of school days that stand out. The times when we used to enjoy with friends and the times when we studied seriously. Our special time was the break time, which was never enough for us. The unending talks, chats and eating was the highlight of the day. Not to forget the sports classes and the dance practices which we used to have. But what would have school been if it was only to study and there was no fun and play? My point to Soch here is to focus and acknowledge the social skills that we acquire in our school days. We, as a society, must look at schools as not only as an academic institute for learning, but also as a center for nurturing friendships, enhancing social skills, and also building a foundation to shape our personalities. Having fun, we never realized that we were making memories for a lifetime. Something to think about. Lastly, I would like to say that I am so grateful to be a part of school like SNK, where we not only focused on Bhantar but also understood the role of Gantar in our lives. Thank you.
Have a splendid day ahead.
राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा श्याम देखा घन श्याम देखा श्याम देखा घन श्याम देखा ओ राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा राधा ढूंढ रही किसी ने मेरा श्याम देखा चले आएंगे बिहारी राधे राधे रटो चले आएंगे बिहारी राधे राधे रटो चले आएंगे बिहारी आएंगे बिहारी चले आएंगे बिहारी आएंगे बिहारी चले आएंगे बिहारी ओ राधे 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 जपो चले आएंगे बिहारी राधे राधे जपो चले आएंगे बिहारी राधे राधे रटो चले आएंगे बिहारी राधे राधे रटो चले आएंगे बिहारी राधे राधे अरे राधे राधे अरे वृंदावन में अरे गली गली में अरे यमुना तट पे अरे बंसी वट पे अरे दान गली में अरे मान गली में अरे कुंज गली में अरे बाके बिहारी अरे परिक्रमा में अरे गिर गोवर्धन अरे गोकुल जी में अरे मथुरा जी में अरे बरसाने में अरे नंदगांव में अरे हमारी प्यारी अरे सबकी प्यारी अरे प्यारी प्यारी अरे प्यारी प्यारी अरे प्रेम से बोलो अरे जोर से बोलो अरे सब जन बोलो अरे जोर से बोलो बोलो राधे 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 बोलो राधे 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 बोलो राधे 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 बोलो राधे 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 हाँ।